So let's chat today, y'all. Whoever you are, you have closed out a major cycle in your life. Like, this is something that you possibly been thinking about, that you've been carrying, that your family may have done to you. Maybe you were in a relationship, a situationship, maybe a job left you, kind of feeling some type of way, and you were trying to get over this thing, working on it. But still, y'all know we got that flesh. Our minds start wondering, our hearts start thinking about things. We start thinking about what was and what could have been and all of that stuff. Whoever you are, my love, I'm telling you, you have overcame this cycle. I don't care whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever it is. You clicked on this video because you possibly like, let me see. Let me just see. Let me check in with me. When you check in with this video, it's your confirmation, my love. Oh, go off, spirit. We just getting started. This is a season now where you're going to be checking in with self first. This is a part of you ending a cycle in your life. Because sometimes, y'all, we'll check in with everybody else. Make sure everybody else good. Make sure the people around us feel good. Make sure we're not, stepping on nobody's toes. Y'all know how we do, especially as chosen ones, as people with a big heart. You have a big heart, and there's nothing wrong with that. But whatever you have done, whatever happened to you, whatever the Most High allowed and you possibly agreed upon it, like, this is the situation I'm talking about, y'all. Like, we gonna chat today. This is what I'm talking about. Because when the Most High allowed things, listen, we come into, yes, agreement with it, but we have to make decisions as to what we want, how we want, and then that thing will close out. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense, y'all. Those things are allowed so that we can grow, we can elevate, we can start choosing us. We can realize what happened in that particular situation with that person, why our families did X, Y, Z to us, all of these things. And whoever you are, you've been working on that. Y'all, this video not going to be for everybody. I feel like we're taking another transition. I know I do. I feel like that for myself. Like, I'm stepping into something different now. Y'all know I'm heavy on the truth. And I love speaking the truth. I love it. But there's going to be a balance in my life. And I feel like I'm just being called now to speak that over somebody else's life. To come and let you know, this is your reading. This is your message. This is for you. Confirmation that, yeah, you can hold the truth, the light, the love, all of that can be within you, and it is. But there was something about you where you had to figure out the balance, or you're figuring that out now. A cycle has closed in your life. That door will never reopen, my love. That situation will never be rekindled. You will never experience something like you experienced on that last job because you closed out that cycle and you did it successfully. I don't care how long it took you. You did it. Now when you go to that next space, that next environment, you start connecting with other people. You know your worth. You know what you're willing to take up with and you're willing to connect with and not connect with. All of these things. And sometimes, y'all, we go through these cycles. We have to be rinsed over and over again. The Most High keeps throwing you in the wash like, all right, now, I told you what this was, who they were, who they're not. And so when we go back and play just a little bit, let's clock it. When we go back and connect with the old co-workers trying to figure out what's the tea on the job. When we're sitting up talking to the family member knowing that they already got our information out there on the street, but we go and talk to them just to see, what's up. These are the cycles, because sometimes, y'all, we have to just close the door completely. And whoever you are, if you hadn't, it's time. But I'm speaking to, I feel like, individuals who has. I don't care if it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it is, because, y'all, sometimes we can close that door so we think, but the emotions are still lingering. The thoughts are still lingering. People's energies are still lingering because there's a little crack there that we still have open unconsciously. Yeah, these energies, these entities, these people be pulling on us. But when the door is closed, the door is closed. Period. Especially when it comes to you, because you're a strong individual. You got a strong mindset. Your heart is big, yes. But when you say what you say and you do what you do, baby, you're 10 toes down about it. And I know you know that. That's who I'm speaking to. You, my love. When you make decisions for yourself, that's it. And people know that. People know that you're going to do more of that. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're going to do more of that. Making final decisions about who you are, what you want to eat, your lifestyle, where you go, where you don't go, where you live, who you want to connect to. It's going to be a season, my love, where you will be at the top of the list. You've closed out a major cycle. It's something that was happening in your life, something that was happening around you, a relationship, a connection, an entity within somebody, or a dynamic, the environment that you was in that was constantly trying to keep you down, constantly trying to remind you of your past, constantly trying to make you feel weak and discouraged. And y'all, I'm just bringing this stuff up not to beat a dead horse, but it has to be brought to light so you'll know I did that. I may have struggled a little bit. This thing may have been off and on. I may have played around a little bit, but now you have closed the door, my love, and you're going to keep moving forward. Again, this video is not for everybody. We all on different levels, and you may just listen because you want to listen. But if you're listening just because you quote unquote want to listen, you need to know that's your higher self pulling you up out of whatever that is. We don't just be listening just to listen, y'all. Sometimes we think so, but we're not. That's you resonating. That's you coming into agreement with it. Ooh, let's clock it, spirit. Because let's talk about it now. When we say we're closing out these cycles, oh my gosh. There should be no reason why we come across other channels and they talking about your ex this and this and this, and this person said this, why this. Don't listen to them things, my love. That cycle is closed, so therefore you can care less what your ex is doing. You can care less what that family member said. You can care less what whoever and this person saying out there in karmic view. We don't care. This is a part of you closing that cycle, because we got to be so careful, y'all. I love that the divine just did that. I love it. This is a part of you closing that cycle. You saying, you know what? I don't really care what's going on in that person's life. I don't care what's going on the co-workers. I don't care what's going on in the streets. I don't care about any of that. I'm going to choose to put my focus on the things that going to raise my vibration, make me feel better, make me feel whole, let me know that I'm really moving forward. So those things about your ex and everything else that's quote unquote, as we would call karmic, or the things that's just low vibrational, or the things of darkness, however you want to, word that up, that's up to you. But now it's time to completely close the door. So that means when these things come around, you don't sit up and entertain them, because that's the little crack that entity want. That's the crack that your past want. Your lover, whoever they are that you're trying to drop off that burden, or that you did, that's what they want. For you to keep entertaining that. So you can be like, yep. Now there's some things that, yes, if it resonate, go ahead and get your life. But a lot of these things, y'all, sometimes we just don't realize that that's that little crack. And we're shutting it all down. We're not leaving the window. We're not leaving the door, small, open crack. None of that. We're not doing none of that. Leaving the bed warm for them. No, it's cold out here, my love. Leave them in the streets. Leave them in the cold where they belong. And I'm not trying to be harsh about it, but this is the time. You've closed out a major cycle in your life. And I want to be the first one to tell you congratulations. If nobody else has acknowledged it, if nobody else, you hadn't found another video like this to tell you that, I'm coming to tell you, you did your big one. Whether you know it or not. You did your big one when you closed that cycle out, when you closed the door on the idea of that thing, that person, when you closed the door on your past, when you closed the door on the naysayers, the haters, the doubters, whatever position they wanted to play in your life. When you closed that cycle out and stopped entertaining it, you did your big one. Even if it's after this video, my love, I'm telling you, you did that. Just by making a decision like, you know what, I'm not going to listen to this no more. I'm not going to worry about their opinions. I don't care what they're doing over there at the party, at the bloodline, whatever they got going on. You do you, and I'm going to do me. That's the kind of energy. That's the kind of energy. Now that you've closed that cycle out, that's the kind of energy. You do you, and I'm going to do me. Period. You stay over there, and I'm going to stay over here. You don't step on my toes, I won't step on yours. Period. Those of you that are new to the channel, Welcome to the Walk Heavy channel. Over here is truth, love, and light. Heavy on the truth, y'all. But I feel like we switching it up a little bit. So let's get into this thing. Those of you that are returning, y'all already know. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, Cash App, super thanks, thumbs up, love, support y'all continuing to show up each and every single time that I show up. Please know I appreciate you all. Whether you know it or not, we go together now. You done close out that cycle, my love. We're going to elevate together. We're going to rise together. We're going to keep our foot on that entity neck to together, my love. Once you're out, keep your foot on the past. Keep your foot on the doubters, the naysayers. Keep your foot on the people who thought you couldn't come up out of it. Go off, spirit. Let's get into this thing. First, a complete shutdown for a fresh restart. We're talking about you closing out these cycles, my love. That PC, that phone, that lifestyle, that energy, your heart, your mind, your finances, what people said about you, it's a complete shutdown. Black screen, lights out. No more of that. Just like you would shut down any other device, any other computer. I'm telling you, some people, this cycle may have had you like a robot, a complete robot. And you're not meant to be a bot. You're not a bot, my love. You don't live in the matrix. You don't operate like a bot. You think outside the box. You're meant to. Your life is supposed to be lived like that. Yeah, you may be around other individuals that's bots or whatever that situation was, but you're not that. So you had to shut down completely so you can get a fresh restart. What does that look like, Walk Heavy? I'm glad you asked, my love. Getting rid of everything, everybody, every situationship, even some tangible things, completely shutting it down. Literally, when they calling you, you know they calling you for one thing, don't answer. When they coming to you at the desk talking about so-and-so said this and this and this, don't entertain it. When they said your mama said that you was going to be over here and you didn't, and you said you was going to get it this, so what? Shut it all the way down. Anything that come in your life with negativity that your spirit don't resonate with, that you feel like, you know what, this rocking me a little bit. My emotions starting to get caught up in this. I don't really know if this is a thing for me. Shut it down. You've already done that. That's why this cycle has ended, but you have to continue to do this thing. We don't want to get put back in that ringer. I told you, some of us, I'm going to just say us, because I'm not exempt, y'all. I'm not exempt. Some of us have been thrown in that washer time after time after time. And when you go through that washer, the Most High take you through that ringer. We don't have a dryer over here. My love, when you're chosen, you don't get to choose the easy route, get put in the dryer and you get dried out. No, the Most High take you through the ringer, but not to hurt you. It's so you can evolve, you can grow, you can know. It's a process, so you're learning through that process. And you have. You've learned, my love. Every time you got thrown back in that rinse, that washer, every time somebody tried you and the Most High had to cleanse you from that, you still had to get taken through that ringer, and you learned every single time. That was a complete shutdown, whether you know it or not. A complete shutdown for a fresh restart. This is what's happening in your life now. Now that that cycle is closed, now that you're not entertaining the idea of that person, that situationship, that thing, whatever it is, now that you're saying, because it could be a whole just, you know, you're tired of drinking, or you're tired of gossiping, or you tired of, you know, it could be simple things. I told you the way you eat. You can be tired of that. Now that you're shutting that down, it's going to be a fresh restart. Everything new, everything starting over, y'all. And sometimes when we start over, we think that's a bad thing. It's not. Starting over is not a bad thing, because you're really not, quote unquote, starting over. You still have all those experiences, all those things you've gone through, the lessons, the teachings, even some of the blessings back there, my love. They come with you to the next thing. They come with you to the next space. They come with you to the next relationship, whatever it is. But this time, you're not going to carry the burdens with you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, mentally, physically, emotionally, you won't be burdened down anymore, because that cycle that you were in is done. You can pull your clothes out, my love, smelling like that game, smelling fresh, smelling good. Put them on and keep going. They hadn't been sitting in the washer sour and all of that. No, my love, it's a fresh restart. Go off spirit. A complete shutdown for a fresh restart. Let's go to the next one, y'all. No more backspaces, only deletes. We're talking about you closing out a major cycle. Listen, first of all, my love, you had to shut down. You had to shut down that thing, whatever that thing, that situation is. You had to shut it down so you can get a fresh restart. So now that you're rebooted, I don't know what that is, but now that you're rebooted, it's time for you now to get a fresh restart. That PC is back up. Your antennas are back up, my love. You see the situation, you see yourself, you see your future for what it is and what it could be. Let's go off, spirit. You see it for what it is and what it could be. So now that your PC, let's keep on this whole analogy that the divine gave me. So now that your PC has been rebooted and it is up now, when you start working, when you're now on this new path, this new way of thinking, this new way of being, some of you, whoever I'm speaking to, my love, you about to be like, I'm here. And not in a cocky way. It's just like, I've been through so much that now I can stand like how I'm standing. And I can't apologize for that because I've been broken down so much. People, places, and things have put me under their feet. Let's clock it. I've been used so much that now that I'm on my feet, now that my back is straight, I'm no longer a jellyback. Now that I listen to my own intuition, my own discernments, I can stand 10 toes down like I'm here. Somebody about to be operating like that. And my love, let me tell you something. Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel like I'm doing too much or this and that. Because people, when you start acting like that, it's not that, again, you think you're cocky. No, it's just like, this is who I am. I don't want to dim my light anymore. And people start feeling some type of way about that. That cycle is over. That's another one of those things that we're closing down. We're shutting down. We're not going to let people make us feel bad about our blessings because when we didn't have it, they were clapping. When you were out here and your heart was hurting, they were laughing. When you were trying to figure out your next, they were sitting back watching you, knew that they could help you. So when you get into this kind of energy and this light and this confidence about yourself, that's for you. That's for you. So again, no more backspaces, only deletes. So now that you shut that down, now that you say, you know what, this is how I'm going to be. This is what I want. This is where I'm going. This is the people I want to connect with. We're not using backspaces. This PC right here don't even have a backspace button. I'm only deleting. I'm only deleting the things that no longer serve me, the people that no longer serve me, these energies and entities that want to hold on. I'm deleting that. Speaking about you, viewer, chosen one. This time that you've closed this cycle out, this time you said, I'm done. This time you're allowing yourself to believe in you and not anybody else. This time, there will be no backspaces. You will not go back to what you used to be, to who you used to date, to where you used to go, to how you used to quote unquote live, even if you're in the same space physically. You're not there anymore mentally, emotionally. You have changed. A cycle about you has been shut completely down. So even if you're in the same house, the same apartment, whatever it is, when that entity, when that person, when that family member, when that past mindset, whatever, come knocking on your door, you won't be available. You can sit right there on that couch and hear them knocking. Let's talk about a spirit. Somebody possibly did that recently. You already knew this person was going to pop up, or you felt like, what are they doing at my house? People know not to come to my house like that. I don't have just unexpected people popping up at my house. I don't do that. So because they tried it and because I'm in a new cycle now, I'm going to sit right here on this couch and let them knock. So they'll know this is not that anymore. You can't just pop up to my house. You can't just invite yourself to situations and invite yourself into my energy, invite yourself in my bedroom and whatever else. A complete shutdown. Your heart is going to be shut down to certain people. I'm going to just go ahead and clock it. Let's talk about it, Spirit. Your heart is going to be shut down to certain people. And you may question it because this is a cycle that you've been going through time after time after time. And so when we get to that space in that place where our hearts are quote unquote cold, the people that we once had that energy for, that time for, that patience for, those emotions for, it all of a sudden turns cold. We start questioning like, this feels weird. I'm no longer in something that I was comfortable in. Go off, Spirit. I'm no longer in this cycle. I'm no longer back and forth with this individual, these people. I no longer feel the way I felt before. So when that happens, sometimes we start scratching our head, figuring out what we're going to do now with our time, with our own energies, because that energy is no longer pulling on you. They don't have access to you anymore. So that could feel a little weird. Oh, let's clock it. Spirit is clocking it, y'all. That could feel a little weird because now not only do you have the space, the time to do what you want to do, but you're also in your own energy. You're not fighting anymore. Sometimes we're so used to going against the grain, going against what people said and did and all of that stuff because we're chosen. We're used to that. So sometimes unconsciously we get comfortable in those cycles. So when the divine in yourself decide this is it, that's all, and you shut it down, you have to figure out now those spaces where there's nothing to do. Those spaces where your mind is no longer wandering. You just free now. I'm speaking to somebody. Now that that cycle is closed, you may be looking around like, dang, everybody has fallen off. The people that I was rocking with, they gone. The people who I thought was going to stay, they acting ignorant. So I got to protect myself from them. So now I'm sitting up here while I have peace, while I have a little time on my hand. I really don't know what to do with this energy, with this time, with this space. Whatever you do, don't backspace. Go out, Spirit. Those people, those entities, that environment, who you used to be, all of that has been deleted, shut down. So now, my love, you can just easy breezy. I don't know why that came about. It's easy breezy. Sometimes we just don't know what that feels like. Again, this video is not for everybody, and I know it, y'all. Because a lot of us are still pushing. We still fighting. We still trying to get above and stay afloat of whatever was. And that's okay. That is okay. But I really want to pour into those of you who has decided that I'm done. This cycle is done. Again, when they come knocking on your door, when they call themselves going to pop up, when they think they're going to come back into your energy playing around, it's going to be shut down. Your heart is going to be closed to somebody. I don't care if it's a family, it's an ex, it's a friend, it's a stranger, whatever it is, because a whole stranger could be carrying that entity. So you feel like this person that came and asked you for something as a quote unquote stranger, and because you have a big heart, usually you will give it. But because that cycle has closed down, you know now that no, this is just a stranger, but the entity within them is being used to pull from me, to take from me what I have, what I got, all of this stuff. You have learned that. You have learned that. That's what I'm talking about when I said a shutdown. Because you, again, could ask, what that look like? That? Go off, Spirit. I feel like that's a great example. Because we got a big heart. We want to help everybody. We want to be there for everybody, which sometimes put us in those cycles. So even a stranger can come through looking like they are a damsel in distress. They need you. They want to talk to you and all of this stuff. Meanwhile, they're taking from you yet again, putting you back in a cycle mentally, physically, emotionally. So when your heart feels like, no, I may not should give this person. I don't care if it's a stranger. That's something that you have to now just look at it for what it is. You can't give everybody everything. You just can't. You cannot. Those cycles in your life are done. It's over. Even if they look like they absolutely need it, sometimes those are entities within those individuals. Y'all, I remember, I'm going to share this real quick and then I'm going to keep going. When I was in LA, the latter part of my days in LA, I was out at Santa Monica Beach, and I had gotten to a space and a place where a lot of people was playing around in my energy. And I would give, y'all. I got a big heart. So when I would go out to the beach, I started realizing that and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, a lot of homeless people started asking me, or they would come around and I would feel the need to give. Every time, y'all, it had the latter days, and I knew it was the entities and the people playing around in my energy because I wasn't giving it to them. It was like these entities was coming in other forms. So these individuals would come around me looking and asking for money all the time. And I don't care about giving, y'all. I really don't. At one point, I was doing it. And the Most High had to just show me that this is something you shouldn't do all the time. Yes, you can help people, but just because they ask don't mean you have to do it. It does not, y'all. And this is my experience. You can do however you choose to do. I've worked in a homeless shelter, so I know it's not something that I'm just being stingy about. None of that. No, I had to know these are the entities within people. So had I walked down Santa Monica Beach, I'm walking trying to get me some ice cream and stuff myself. If I'm constantly giving this person $5, this person $3, this person $6, whatever it is, that stuff adds up. And if you're a person that's working on your finances yourself, my love, you may think that you're doing a good thing, but you don't realize that entity is taken from you. Go off, spirit. Entities within individuals taking from you. This could be, again, a stranger, a family member, an ex, a friend, always calling you up, asking you if you want to go out. But when y'all go out, you're the one that's footing the bill. When you go out, y'all call yourself ordering y'all food. Y'all gonna split the bill, but this person goes above and beyond and order all this stuff. Then say, let's split the bill. Those are the entities within individuals that's trying to take, because they know that you're on the rise. Go off, spirit. Because they know that you're on the rise. Those are the cycles, my love, that we are closing out. People will not be able to do that to you anymore. Because now I told you, whoever I'm speaking to, your heart is being shut down in a way. And not to say you're going to be cold to everybody, but there's going to be something that triggers you, that lets you know, wait a minute, this is just another entity. Although I see my mama, although I see my cousin, although I see my lover, there's an entity working within them that's after me. Go off, spirit. A complete shutdown for a fresh restart. No more backspaces, only deletes. You won't have the option to backspace. I'm trying to keep going, y'all, but I ride it like spirit giving it to me. You won't have the option to backspace. Now that this cycle is closed, this door is closed, there's no option for you to backspace. I told you this PC don't even have a backspace button. You can only delete and start over. Go off, spirit. So if you're writing your book, if you're rewriting your story, if your life is changing, you saying, I don't want to do that anymore, you won't have the option to delete anything. To backspace anything. It's only going to be wiped out and you got to start over. Wiped out and then you got to start over. And again, there's nothing wrong with starting over. But when you've learned, listen, my love, you have learned. You have learned. Don't do it anymore. No more. Let's go to the next one, y'all. Your features will automatically upgrade. I'm telling you, the divine gave me this whole shutdown, whether it's your phone, whether it's a PC, your life, all of that. But the analogy is based off just a complete shutdown. So when you get this fresh restart, y'all know when you turn the computer back on, you turn your phone back on, when they say, you know what, let's do an automatic upgrade, go off, spirit. Clocking it on these phones, they do an automatic upgrade. Sometimes your features change. You look at this new app, you look at sometimes the text messages, all that stuff sometimes changes, y'all. Whoever you are, your features will automatically upgrade. So now that you shut that cycle out, now that you're not allowing people to use and abuse you, now that you're deciding to choose yourself, something about you is your physical features are going to change. Because although we're talking about it in this analogy of the PC, this is you. When a fresh restart gets to happening, y'all, you start wanting to take better care of yourself. You get your energy back. You get your mojo back. You start realizing that these people really shouldn't have been in your face or your space at all anyway. So your features begins to change. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, that goes back to that, I don't know, back to that idea of like whoever you are, you're going to be in a space where you like, you know what? I'm good. You know what? I did that, and I'm going to carry myself like that. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Not that you're cocky. It's just now I'm going to carry myself like that. My spirit isn't broken. My heart isn't broken. I'm all right financially. Even if I don't have a whole lot, I'm still comfortable. I'm good. So now I can carry myself like that. I don't have to continue to talk about what was. I don't have to continue to connect or try to reach out to people that I know really don't rock with me. This is the shutdown, the major changes that I'm talking about. You've closed that cycle and you're moving forward. And you're moving forward. Your features, my love, will automatically upgrade. It could be your hair. It could be your skin. It could be those of you that's trying to eat a little bit better. Let me say something about that, y'all, because when we get on this whole journey right here, and I'm telling you, it changes. Things change. Your taste bud change. What your taste for people, different things that you thought was cute and funny, that you thought was attractive, it don't be that anymore. Like these things start changing. So when you get on this eating thing, let's talk about it, because sometimes that's one of the hardest struggles when we get on this journey. Because all of a sudden you start feeling like, I don't want that anymore. I want to eat this now. I want that. That's not by accident. This is a part of this cycle. This is a part of you getting that fresh restart. This is a part of you tapping into self. But it's not easy, y'all. That's what we're getting to. This thing is not easy. So you need to give yourself grace just like you gave everybody else grace. This is a part of your upgrade. This is a part of your upgrade, my love. So even if you feel like, you know what, now that I got it together mentally, emotionally, I want to work on my body, but things may be moving a little slow for you, do not stop. Do not let that deter you. What you don't realize that the Most High is helping you. The divine is helping you. That's why you don't have a taste for some of these things, sweets and stuff. Or when you eat it, you get sick. When you try to go out and have your little cheat day, and it's okay, y'all. Listen, we're human. But when you see that your body is rejecting it, please know that God is helping you. God, the divine, the Most High is helping you. Your features are going to change. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, because now you have a fresh restart. You don't have that burden on you anymore. You can move now freely. Whoever I'm speaking to, you've closed out a major cycle and you're moving forward. Ooh, let's go to the last one, y'all. Only those on the same network will be able to access you. Go off, spirit. When you do a shutdown, when you do a reboot, when you get a fresh start, my love, only those on the same network, only those who have done the work, only those who can connect to your PC, only will have access to you. If they got a Windows 2007 and you out here with an Apple 2025, listen, my love, you all don't see eye to eye. You're night and day, oil and water. They won't be able to connect with you. They won't be able to comprehend why you operate the way you operate, why you're deciding now to eat more fruit, why you're doing this and that. When you connect to individuals and situations and environments that you've outgrown, they're going to always try to pull you down because they're having a hard time to get on your level, on your network. Let's go off, spirit. Those cycles have closed. So you can't keep putting yourself in different environments and situations and spaces and places where people are still trying to figure themselves out. Not to say that they're wrong and this and this and this and we judge them. No, because we had to do it and we're still doing it, y'all. We're still doing it. But don't apologize for just choosing you. Don't apologize for not answering your door. Don't apologize when you do go out finally on a date, or you go out with an ex-friend or a friend. When you go out and they looking at you like, that's all you gonna order? You just want to salad? Child, I couldn't eat like that. That rabbit food. Meanwhile, they want to do better. They want to be on your network. They want to be on your level. So don't entertain that. Those are one of the things when I say you ask how, what, walk heavy, that's that. Shutting it down. Let them say what they're going to say as you continue to pick up your lettuce and whatever baked potato and whatever you ordered. Eat your food in peace. Because they clocking it in there, watching it. Now that you've closed out cycles, now that you're moving forward, people are going to continue to watch you. Let's make no mistake about that. But now they're looking at you as a level up. They're looking at you as somebody to be. They're looking at you as aspiration and inspiration, even if they don't tell you. So you're going to continue to shut down the narratives of the people and the naysayers and the doubters and all of that. The more you tap into you, the more you leave that door closed, the more you start watching things that no longer serve you, entertaining your past, lovers and ex and all of that. Those people are closed out of your life for a reason. So who cares what they got going on, what they feel, how they're thinking? Who cares? That cycle in your life is over. It does not feed you. So why in the world would I care about what mama said, daddy doing, ex-friend, whoever is doing? It does not matter. They're not on the same network as me. They don't think how I think anymore. They tried it when I was around, so I realized that I deserve better. Why in the world would I care about what they're doing and saying now? You have closed a major cycle. Let's run it back and get on up out of here. A complete shutdown for a fresh restart. Fresh veggies, fresh fruit, fresh mindset, fresh heart, fresh friends, fresh lovers, new job, career ideas, all of that. No more backspaces, only deletes. We're not going back into that cycle anymore. We're not going to allow people, places, and things, environments, opinions, naysayers, doubters, anybody to take us back to another cycle. Only deletes. Your features will automatically upgrade. Now that you're choosing you, now that you've come up out of that cycle, that burden is gone, those ideas of that individual, that person, all of those opinions, all of that stuff, you're rising above the chaos and the drama, your features will automatically upgrade. The divine is helping you, helping somebody do this. Only those on the same network will be able to access you. So if they hadn't done the work, if they still looking at you, clocking you, talking about what you're doing, what you're not doing, all of that stuff, they will not have access to you, and rightfully so. Even if a whole newcomer, stranger come in your life, if they got that same kind of energy, my love, they won't have access to you. They won't. Not anymore. That's a done data. You've closed out a major cycle and moving forward. Congratulations. 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 Again, this won't be for everybody, but to those of you who has done the work, I'm telling you, congratulations. And we're going to continue to evolve and grow. Sometimes we don't realize how much we've grown. That's why I'm telling you, congratulations. Congratulations, my love. Listen, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank you for your PayPals, your Cash Apps, your super thanks, your thumbs up, love, support. Continuing to show up, y'all. Each and every single time that I show up, please know I appreciate you all. We're 38 minutes in, and guess what? We go together now. Real bad. And I love y'all so much. Y'all, we made it to 50K. I put a post out there early this morning. I don't know if y'all saw it, but we had 50K strong now. Listen, y'all, we're growing in numbers, and we're also just growing in life. We're just growing in general, y'all. I usually don't highlight things like that, but I just decided I'd throw it out there so we can celebrate. Celebrate the growth. There it is, spirit. Sometimes we be working so hard, we don't celebrate ourselves. So I just randomly put it out there and just thought about it. I want to congratulate, just not myself, but y'all too. We won. We rocking right now. So until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.